Welcome to Code with Ceiven. Today, I want to go into practical. Honestly, I'm going to code with me today. You will do your first coding with Ceiven. So, I want to talk about HTML. HTML, as you know, stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's not a programming language, but it is very important for programmers, especially for web developers, because HTML serves as a building block of every website, just like a foundation of a website. HTML can stand all alone, but other programs can't stand it. For example, CSS cannot stand alone to build a website. JavaScript too can't stand alone. But HTML all alone can even start a website and finish it, but in a skeleton form. And for that to work, you must have an HTML skeleton. So what is an HTML skeleton? This is what HTML skeleton is all about. Tap it together and I will give you explanation. I won't explain more about this, but by the time we get to HTML boilerplate, then I will take you in detail about what this stands for and how it works. But for now, just as an introduction, I don't want to bore you with so many facts. So let's go ahead and type our HTML skeleton. You might be wondering, opening tags. Okay, this is what we call opening tags in HTML. And if you have opening tags, then you must also have a closing tags. How do you type the closing tags of this? Yeah, we just open HTML tag. Let's now close HTML tag. To close it, same process. Hold your shift key, press less than, and then you put a slash. Okay, slash. So that shows that you want to close the tag. So write HTML and then put a greater than. So this is the closing tags. Very easy, very simple. Don't forget it. Always try your best to remember your opening and closing tags. Okay, for opening tag is your less than. You type what you want to write about HTML and you put your greater than. That is for opening tag. For closing tag, you type less than, then you put a forward slash, and then you put your greater than. That is closing tags. Hope that is taken. So immediately after HTML, have to space it. Okay, you have to give it a whole lot of space. Why? Because HTML becomes our root directory. Don't worry too much about this. When we get to that level, I will also teach you. But for now, know that you give a space. Then everything that you are going to do should be in between the open tag of HTML and closing tag of HTML. So the first thing that I want to do now is to put the heading. Just like every human being, you must have your head and your body. Same thing with HTML. Let's go ahead and put the heading. Same process. Less than, put your head. I call it heading. It's head. Okay, sorry. And then the opening tag for head. Go down and put the closing tag for head. Same process. Less than, the forward slash, then head. This is the closing tag for head. Okay. Email after the head. The next thing that comes on board is the body, head and body. So opening tag for body, opening tags for body, then closing tag for body, closing tag for body. So these are HTML skeleton. Okay, and as usual, just like the way in our head, we have so many things on our head, right? Our brain is there, our hair is there. So even the mouth we are using to talk, our eyes, our nose, they are all in our head. So head to in HTML has a lot of tags. We don't give only one example, and that should be, let me use title tags. Okay, I told you there are many, but let's just use only one. That should be title tags. Now I give a space. If you notice, I give a space. Why did I give this space? I press tab before I will type the title tags. Same process in typing. But why did I give that space? Simply put, because what I'm typing now is not part of the HTML skeleton, but rather this, I will classify this one as the son or daughter of head. Okay, this belongs to head, doesn't belong to every one of this. So for HTML, this is like a grandson. But don't worry, by the time we get to family tree, inheritance, relationship, I will explain this in detail. But for now, take it that way. Body 2 has a child. Okay, child-parent relationship. So for body, I will just use only one. Just like you have so many things on your body, the chest, the stomach, many things. So HTML body also have a lot of things. But let me choose just one as well. Now use the P tag. P stands for paragraph. Remember, you don't just type P. You type it this way, it's wrong. What are you supposed to do? As usual, you bring out your less than, type your P, you put your greater than. Then you also close the paragraph tags with less than, / P, then greater than. So for paragraph, only P is a word you use. And each one understand that this is a paragraph. But don't worry, we'll soon get there. I'll explain all these things, so we'll get there. For now, you're taking an example to prove a point. So within this head, I will type something which will likely be like my title and some other things. While within paragraph, also write a little paragraph about what we are doing. So hope you understand this. Let's now move to our Notepad++. I'm going to use Notepad++ to code today. So let's go and run our first code. Okay, I will just bring those things that was there. Let me just place it here. Okay, so as usual, you have your doc type for HTML. Then after that, we put HTML file, open tag, and the closing tag are the last thing here. Then in between opening and closing tag of HTML, we have our head and body. Now between the head, we have our title. And just as the name means title, I'm going to put the title. And personally, I'll put my title. So you put your own title. And don't forget, whatever you want to write on title should be between the opening tag of title, which is this, and the closing tag of title, which is this. Okay, so in between the two, write what you want to write. As for me, I want to write welcome to code with Ceiven, and I will now close it. Okay, then on the body as well, in between the opening tag for paragraph and closing tag for paragraph, you type what you want to explain. And as for me, I'll just simply explain first coding with Ceiven. That's all. Having written this, which I believe you to have done this, let's now go ahead. Let me show you how you can save this work. For me to show how you can save this work, let me give you a practical aspect. Let me show you, to save this work, let's write a folder. Let's create a folder. Okay, I've actually created my own folder and I call it first work. To create a folder is very simple. You don't have to create it. Just right click on new, open a folder, then give the name of your folder, and that's all. So I'll create my folder via first work. I will now come over to my Notepad++, and let me show you how you can save this work on that folder that you just created. So click on File on your Notepad++, click on Save As, and under Save As, you go to your desktop and open that file, and you actually created. So my file is open. Check out it. This is first work. So for me to save this work, I'll write index.html. Don't forget, you must anything, no matter what title you choose, whatever you want to choose to save it, any name you choose to save it, always end it with .html. That is the only time your browser will know that this is an HTML document and will run it for you. Don't put .html, browser might not recognize it or will not recognize it. So after I put my .html, I'll click on save. Okay, so do that right away and let's go and run this project. I've saved my work now. Let's be now for you to run it. Come back, go to that your folder, right click on it, and then click open. Now that it has opened, you go back to it again, right click on the open. Remember, my own open as index. You might open with any name you use to save it. But don't forget, save with .html. So I'll click on open with. You can open with Firefox, you can open with Google Chrome, you can open with Microsoft Edge. But as for me, I want to open with Google, and I would like it also open your own with Google Chrome. Okay, so I'll open with Google Chrome. Bam! This is your first coding with Ceiven. That's open. And look at our body, my first coding with Ceiven, written clearly. Okay? So if you check very well, remember we gave this a title. And that title, I think I wrote something like coding with Ceiven or something like that. I don't know what you give as your own title. But can you find it here? Of course you can't. Throughout the body, nothing like title. Why? Remember, see my head, see my body, they are together. There's a leakage. But in HTML, it wasn't like that. In HTML, for you to look for your body, you have to go up to look for the body of HTML, not your body. Sorry, the head of HTML, not your head. Head of HTML, you have to go up. Look at the browser with our URL. You see what I used to save it, index.html. That's appeared there. Then you email it up here to see welcome to code with Ceiven. That's what I use as my title. So that means our title will always go up. And we can actually clarify this from Google. Let me show you Google. You check out google.com. You notice that everything you are seeing here is the body. Everything you are seeing here is the body. But up there you see google.com, and email up google.com. Up here you see Google and the logo. So that is the title. That is title. So everything up before your URL is always appear at the head. Why? Because the head is meant for the browser, the search engines, and stuff like that to use. Why the body is the one that you and I can interact with. See, for example, I can come over to the body now and type a search, and you can search. I can create my email. Every other I am doing, I will do them on the body of the program that I wrote. Okay? Hope you understand this. If you do, I will tell you once again, thank you for coding with Ceiven first time today. And this will mark the beginning of your journey into becoming a professional web developer. Join me. Let's code together some other time. See you in our next class.